No, I don't mind it. I just
What's the problem with
there
Orny
was some fun
Celestis? I
discourse.
saw a few people talking about it, and I'm like, what do you mean? We have pretty good material.
There was, yeah, there was some fun discourse as always in pre-flocking paleo stream.
Ah, heathens.
Just people saw a dinosaur and went, boo, dinosaur bad.
Giving you pretty good theropods there with decent material, and people still complaining.
Oh, that's right. It's also theropod.
I think it was funny when I first checked the the vote. I was like, okay, first one is right now is a fish, second is fish, third one also fish, then fourth fucking Ornitholestes. I'm like, okay.
Beautiful.
But yeah, people were talking about
The votes
fish.
give it and they take it away.
Hello, aberrantologist. I see you. Don't worry.
Desert Leaper, I think that was a mistake. Desert Leaper is asking if it's intentional that there are always more animals available for selection than there are votes. I think, like,
I
it
think
used
that
to be like
that was
that,
a
but
mistake. I try to not do that.
no, someone voted with, I think it was the Atopolentatus emote twice.
Oh, yeah, that was
Like
me.
two different.
Oh, because
So,
god damn it, yeah.
Sorry, that was me.
Curse you, petite. Oh, I should open Twitch.
you should.
I should indeed.
I will say I have no idea how long I will be here for, but I did want to at least try to stay long enough to talk about the fish because they are so cool.
We actually have not drawn how long on a flocking yet. Just to be clear.
It's true. Ah, how long has it been?
I think it was described in like February, right? Was it January?
It was a pun, pity.
I know it was another one, but that genuinely got me thinking, like, genuinely, how long has it been since it was described?
Not long.
Also, I know it's a pun, I literally just made that pun.
It was a bad one. It was a groaner.
Well, yeah, that's all the jokes we make here.
Hello, Gulopithecus. Hi, Screen. And Captain Trullo is also there and fossilized. I should. Okay, let's see. What got the most votes? I think.
Yeah,
Mega
it's only
Mastax.
been a month.
Amazing.
Mega Mastax has the most. Well deserved. Honestly.
I love Mega Mastix. I'm going to talk about it so much. It's so cool.
32 is Storm. Ooh, our new surprising tetrapodamorph. Nice, nice. It's then. Oh, wait, nope. That is not number 2. That is number 2. Eostius. And
Eostius is just a little guy.
Tankia. And then. Oh, I'm completely messed up. I watched too much stuff.
L.
Ornitholestes is on the second one. God damn. Same
I
color
know,
scheme of
I
emoji.
know you're an art. I know you're an art student, Joshua. So I don't expect you to know numbers.
No, I mixed up emojis. And we have 3. And then we have Eostius. There we go. Quite a
Joshua, have you ever considered that this, through this experience, this is how democracy is actually a farce?
In what way?
We got two fish, an early tetrapodomorph, and then a feathered biped.
Oh, I mean that, like, trying to count up all the votes, you know, whatever. It feels less funny if I have to explain it in a way.
I still don't get what you mean.
Sure. Forget what I said. Oh, jeez. Oh, where the heck is? Whatever. All right.
Well, let's find some references for Mega Mastax, which thankfully got a
Good news
lot
and bad
more.
news. Good news and bad news. Good news. It's only in 2 papers. Bad news. It's only in 2 papers.
Well,
One
good enough.
one paper does a lot more for it than the other. Yeah, because originally it was just a mandible.
Indeed.
I remember.
I think the postcranial interpretation has not really changed. Oh, no, the
Postcranial
reconstructions differ. The
interpretation.
reconstructions differ. Did they
I don't
change?
think we have any postcrania of this thing.
We
I think it's
don't,
just
but
the head.
I think
It's
its
literally
phylogenetic
the-
position has
It's
changed
literally the
slightly.
whole head.
Oh,
Its phylogenetic
Oh.
position has changed slightly with the tooth cushions.
Yeah,
I like
here's
its
the
teeth. Very-
latest
Very strange.
phylogeny.
It
mean,
really,
that-
really needs an. What's that?
I was gonna say. I mean, it's the specific name is blunt tooth.
The Wikipedia page really, really needs a new reconstruction.
I mean,
Tell me about
I
it.
don't think the Wikipedia page has any information from the new paper, so
Understandable. Also, a blunt tooth. Well, let's see. Are the teeth really that blunt, or is that just kind of what was inferred from the holotype?
I think the
That's
holotype is
what
just
was
not that well
inferred from the
preserved.
holotype.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
The
the-
holotype
Yeah, 'cause-
lower
Preserve the teeth
jaw,
that preserve the tooth
the tooth cushions,
whatever the tooth
cushions they call it. I think.
cushions sat on, but not the tooth cushions themselves.
Yeah.
This thing was an active predator.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here, by the way, a life-sized model that they built for the press release, which is very cool.
That's very nice.
oh, cool.
That's a pretty decently sized fish.
Trout. I could go fishing for that.
I know. I always like it whenever you look at Paleozoic animals, especially like the further back you go, and you can see something like the size of a trout, and it's basically the largest vertebrate for the time.
This like
Ever.
literally was the largest vertebrate for the time, which is crazy to me. But like, you know, fair.
The one that always sticks out to me as a little funny is Cotyloryncus in the early mid-Permian, where it's basically the largest land mammal to have ever lived at that time. So it's like,
Yeah. Oh, here actually you see it nicely in this figure here. Like in the holotype, we only have the base of these on the lower jaw, and now in this new material where we have the complete skull, these things on top, the tooth cushions, have been preserved. And yeah, there would have been a lot of them just based on all these bases that we have, top and bottom. And they would be sitting on the inside of the jaw more than what we have on the margins.
okay. The premaxilla is kind of funny the way it's tucked in. At first, I thought that would have been where the nostrils were, but then I look at the figure again, and then I see that they're actually positioned on top.
Yep. It's a little bit like white salmon.
Yeah, my first instinct, the reason why my first instinct was to think the nostrils were closer to the origin of the mouth is because it vaguely looks like a Sarcopterygian,
Yeah, a little.
at least to me. I know that's like a very rookie sort of comparison for someone who's not terribly good with fossil fish. Please don't crucify me, anybody who
Yeah, we're gonna
cares
crucify
about. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, that's
No
just
problem.
my
Your
cursory
death is
analysis.
near.
What was the last fossil fish I read? Oh, it's Chlamydia.
Ooh.
I hate that thing. Trying to reconstruct the face is one of the hardest things ever because, well, it's kind of cute, but unfortunately, it doesn't have that well preserved of a face. And,
Let me actually.
There's very few good Acanthodian reconstructions I could piggyback off of.
For people who are interested
joke, of
in
course,
what
I
this
try.
thing lived with, here is the rest of the Quanti formation. As we did this on
Yay.
stream already, and we scaled all the material. Of course, Megamastax would now be interpreted differently, but thankfully it's more like a black outline here, so not much has changed. There's not that
Also
much.
with Earsteus, if you want to draw both.
Yeah.
Is it what? Oh, you know what? Wait, both Eosteus and Megamastax were contemporaries?
Yep, they were contemporaries.
Oh, I know what I consider Megamastax put against Megamastax around.
Also, the the Nature article thing for both got the size discrepancy really wrong if we're looking at the objective material.
All right.
Like,
I really
the
would
size
want to see
discrepancy is not that much.
I do want to see a size comparison though. Okay, well it can still stuff it in its mouth. That's perfect.
I do like how Megamastax has like the head of it looks almost like if you just took a grouper and just squished it.
Yeah, that's a lot of jawed fishies for you. They kind of they're a little vertically challenged when it comes to their head shapes.
Yeah. Oh, Fossilized actually just sets the grouper-esque stuff into it.
God, this thing is so scary. Yeah, I think I will reconstruct Megamastax. Taking a bite out of a... Are those all Eosteus?
Yeah.
Just a few.
Brilliant. This is goodness. I think this is going to do big numbers when you post it on Insta. Like the, what was the other piece that you did that did big numbers? The Spicamellis?
Yeah, Spicamellis.
Yeah. Just,
I mean-
I will...
It has to
I
make big numbers because look at all the fish.
yeah, you're literally working your tiny little fingers to the bone.
One like per fish at least.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, Fossilized just pointed out that they're not actually contemporary, which completely wrecks my entire piece. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I was about to say the whole thing with Eosteus is that it's like the earliest bony fish.
Well, I guess there could be some wiggle room, and you could say,
Where
"Oh yeah,
is
these are
the
Eosteus."
contemporary? I'm actually so
Uh-oh.
confused because I remember reading in one of the papers that something that made me say, okay, so they're contemporary, I'm going to draw them together. Okay, that's odd. I'm going to have to investigate that.
Oh, by the way,
That's really
Dynamo is
annoying.
here.
If they
That's
if they
actually-
aren't actually contemporary, you're gonna what do you call it?
It's a ghost lineage of Eosteus-like fish. There you go. He's like,
I mean, you're also like quite a bit away from the whole thing. we have similar stuff from Quanti.
I was going to propose that we start with something different, but I think it might be too late.
Maybe Petite simply put a little bit of motion blur on everything.
Oh no, there's gonna be a motion blur, but I'm just a bit annoyed at that. Actually, a bit annoyed at that.
Yep. What else is there to say on this guy? Is there a good close-up of like the marginal teeth? I don't think so. Are they just like? Is it
like pointy?
Is it little prickles basically, or I think it's just little
Yeah,
prickles.
I mean, just Brian Chu reconstructed them pretty well.
True.
Also, Petite Fossilized brought up a good point. Pretend they're just Sparalepis.
Oh,
I guess I could.
You could.
That close enough. Close.
or you can, I don't know, or you can go over to the authors of Eostius and force them to rewrite the horizon and locality section so that it conforms to the Paleostream standards. And
Oh, that's such a good
and-
idea.
yeah,
I
You
don't
can-
want
I'm going to
Petite to
put this figure from
die.
The Exoparia paper.
what's that?
It's life reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
Good gracious.
Honestly, Petite,
But I was
earlier
saying-
while watching the dinosaurs, at some point I said, "Oh my God, there's no Exoparia."
Wait, the dinosaurs is finally on Netflix, or
It is.
wherever?
It is.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know these things. And I know Petite's gonna be like, wow, I thought you would have known by now, but real thing is, honestly,
I was
I
thinking
don't.
that, but I didn't want to vocalize it.
Yeah, I know. I will be honest, I am very, these days I'm a little less, how do you say? I think after getting off of Twitter and just like, and also not being in spaces where like Paleomedia stuff is like such a hot discussion thing. I mean, like, I guess I technically am in spaces where like Paleomedia stuff is talked about, but I just kind of keep myself a little sheltered sometimes and just speak out stuff when it happens or whatever. I will say though, whatever has come out in the last 5 to 6 years is probably better than a lot of what came out during the 2010s. So I'll say that. I don't really have any bad blood for
Honestly, about
anything.
6 or 7 years.
There are people who will crucify you for that.
I was thinking exactly
You know
the
what?
same.
You know what, Petit? I would add 2019 into this batch, so sure, 6 or 7. I'll let this slide this time.
Amazing. Love wins.
Love
I
wins,
have
as
no
well as this
opinions
beautiful
on,
caricature.
I have no serious opinions on life on our planet or Walking with Dinosaurs. I think I only watched episode 1 of Walking with Dinosaurs. I know there are a lot of people who were a bit negative about it, but honestly, I think, I don't know. I can't have
Anyway.
any serious opinions on it. I like the designs.
Anyway, it's time that we do Mega Mastax. The most beautiful fish the world has ever seen. I think we have enough references to go off. Thank you,
We
Fossilized, for immortalizing that. Little shit post there. Let us start with this glorious fish that is not new but has new material. In 1, 2, 3, go.
I think of the fishies I'm gonna draw it with, I could I think Guiyu might be the one. I've never drawn it, and it's one I've known about for a bit, but I've never attempted to draw it, and I thought it looked cool and funny. I might simplify it a little because of all the damn scale that I would have to draw for it.
You look funny.
I mean, if you want to do something truly incredible, just do Entelognathus.
draw an Entelognathus at some point again, but right now I'm
Telegnus
not
is
feeling like
just
drawing two animals with uncanny faces.
Telegnus is just life. It's love.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything.
I mean, it's cool. It's a cool animal. I just don't think I'm.
Don't
good at
just
drawing
call it cool.
I can't just call it cool, and I just did, and I'll keep doing it anyway.
Unfortunately, I must devote my time to something else, but I do want to mention, unfortunately, noted fish lover JW will not be able to be here for this
I noticed.
species.
I noticed.
Damn.
That's
Wow.
really sad, actually.
I also.
I'm so sorry to hear.
I'm genuinely about to fall asleep.
Hmm.
Oh wow, that's right. Time zones.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm get time zone mogged.
Yeah.
I'm it's 3 in the afternoon over here.
Nope. And there goes Avery.
Gone but not forgotten.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to hop out
Damn.
and draw other better
Excellent.
creatures.
Better creatures.
There is nothing better in
Just
this
give us a
world.
microaggression.
Don't you know when Conan was asked what is good in life, and Mega Mastax was right up there?
Oh, those eyes are so far apart like that. Okay. It's not often that I draw a fossil fish in perspective like this, and well, it's not going to be perfect. It's just going to be
I mean,
You know.
fish anatomy in general is fucked up, so don't worry about it.
yeah.
I
There's-
don't get why people say that fishes are just puzzle pieces with flesh. They're just puzzles with.
Yeah.
It's just because you guys are too used to not having such mechanical and rigid animals. Same reason why you also struggle with insects.
I can take a challenge. It's just, yeah. Honestly, though, it's a bit of a learning curve. You have to draw a fish at one point in your life. You might embarrass yourself along the way, but it's better
Because
than
everything's
not
gonna
having
be
done.
hard at first.
Yeah. Never give up.
Doesn't make a noise.
Everything is easy when you know
Yeah,
how.
Exactly.
Yeah, this thing is funny. Anyway, gonna draw a Mega Mastax taking a bite out of Guiyu, which is gonna be roughly around the same size as the head. So, unfortunately, no way to showcase the funny tooth thingamajigs. But in paleo art, it is a bit of what do you call it? It is a little cliche to try to draw every interesting aspect about an animal, even if that aspect isn't something that can be out all the time. However,
This is
I'm sure Yoshua knows what I'm talking about. Like, raise your hand if like almost every time you've drawn a Dromaeosaur, you almost feel the need to show off like the retractable what is it, second foot claws, you know.
retractable claws on a dromaeosaur.
I can't find the right words.
It's a raised sickle claw.
the
You.
I know growing up when I was, you know, trying to figure out my my sort of perspectives as a paleo artist, I always felt the need to show off Dromaeosaur toe claws, even like especially when I had to draw a wing in front of them. It was like one of the things that really bothered me about drawing feathers in Dromaeosaurs is that like, oh no, you can't see the toe claws. That's so sad. But I don't know.
What survive?
Exactly. Yeah, I felt aggrieved by it, but really I don't
My
think.
nature.
Yeah, I think if all else fails, you don't have to draw, and also I should add, this is when I was almost strictly drawing everything in left lateral and without, any departure
Oh, that's
from
great.
that.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
everyone has their
really
Gregorius
does that.
Paul phase.
Yeah, well,
And he really has had such an influence on our community.
mean,
you can't be mad about
responding.
so sad. I just yeah, everyone goes through a left lateral phase.
I mean, I
Even-
still haven't left it, so
Yeah,
Shame on you.
but then inevitably someday you'll have to go through your right lateral phase. I'm kidding. It takes a while to kind of break through. I think what helps is just like trying to find good photos of like, fossils that aren't preserved like crap in other perspectives and working off of that. And then, I mean, as much as I'm not like terribly
No, the secret
biased with
is
the results,
just
I
do.
think- Yeah, just do it. Yeah, as much as I
Fake it till you make it.
personally not like the biggest. Yeah, as much as I'm not the biggest fan of it personally, I do think that like having, some figurines to like mess around with, that's not a bad way to go about it. Of course, I would say I think they're better off for like lighting and value purposes rather than like proper references for anatomy or whatever, because there's only so much toys can do. But that's just my perspective. I'm just gonna draw EO. What's the other fishy? Damn it! Whatever. I'm gonna raise what I got for Mega Mastax. I know. I just don't like the space that I've drawn it in, or else I would be making my poor How Long a little too crowded.
By the way, 12 minutes left.
I could deal with 12 minutes. What's it called? The fishy EO finest. I caught myself before it was too late. All right. I could fit a Mega Mastax in here. I was about to call it EO Mastax. That could be another name for another one of these types of fishies, honestly.
That's true. I can see.
honestly, yeah, Eomastax, like early mouth would really fit for a
For early George
All right.
fish, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Or I can't show the teeth. I can just
You wanna
make
let me
its
see?
mouth even bigger. I wish there was a ventral view for the jaws though, but beggars can't be choosers.
There's no ventral view for the jaws because we don't actually have the majority of that material.
Nah.
It's not a
Okay.
complete skull, sadly.
Okay. That's all right. Whatever the case, I will have fun with this because I can. What else is in discussion? I don't know what's been in discussion. Okay. Personally,
Doesn't always need a discussion.
yeah, I'm trying to think about what else has happened during this week. I've been toying around more with watercolors lately.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's a cool medium. I just wish I had I feel like I could learn more though. There's a couple of things that still bother me about it, but
There's always more to learn.
I don't.
Butterfly.
Yeah. I also do want to mess around more with colored pencils. I might do more sketches like that. All right, and then
I honestly haven't touched traditional art in literally years.
I mean, what's stopping you?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, would you
Wow.
like to do it?
Because it's all about motivation. If you don't want to do it, then it's not going to be productive.
the thing is like I I don't want to like divert my attention to a different different medium when I'm like still trying to get the grasp on digital. So
Yeah, I think that's valid.
That's
Spreading
understandable.
yourself too
Well,
thin is a bad idea.
personally, I think if I wanted to mess around with as much media as possible, it'd probably be I do want to get the hang of digital. I just haven't made the effort to actually start. I would love to either try out Procreate or Krita. I don't know which one I'd be doing though. I don't have an iPad. That's my problem. And if I did, I'd probably try getting one for cheap from like a what do you call it? I don't know. Do they sell that kind of stuff at thrift stores? I don't know. I don't know where you get electronics like that for cheap. Whatever the case.
Unlikely.
I have used Krita. If you want some referencing, it's really good. I say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've heard
use
it.
Krita. It's pretty good.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Though now I've switched to GIMP because I'm a copycat of Joshua.
You know what? We should all be copycats of Joshua.
Please
I think
don't.
a lot of us already are.
Please don't.
No, but I do like what I do like about GIMP is I like the brushes better than what Krita has.
I see.
But GIMP is a famously complicated software. Joshua will deny it, but
I wouldn't say it's
really buggy.
I wouldn't say it's complicated. It just has many options. There is lots of customizability.
Anything to deny the issues, huh?
I will never forgive that one YouTuber who did the like 10 free drawing programs. Which one's the best? Which is worse? And GIMP at the very bottom. And crashed out. Not gonna lie.
Trying to draw this thing in a semi-naturalistic way. The eyes are bugging me though.
6 minutes.
I mean, it took them until 2025 with the release of GIMP 3 to finally let you select multiple layers at once.
Ah, I don't have that version yet.
Oh
No.
boy. How do I reconstruct the inside of the map?
It's a whole different. You can actually have both. You're using GIMP 2. You can actually have both GIMP 2 and GIMP 3 at the same time. So
Why have one GIMP if you could have second GIMP? I see.
Right now I'm trying to draw the yeah, I probably wouldn't be seeing the tooth cushions from outside of I don't want to no, actually I wouldn't be seeing them. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
But are you?
I answered my
That's
own
not
question
very
by looking at the figures. It's what's that?
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
Well, I mean, I was only looking at one figure. And I know this won't be perfect, because, I mean, I'll probably refine it a little later, but, because right now it's effectively just a sketch.
Fuck.
This thing is driving me nuts. Okay. I don't see the upper tooth cushions from that perspective. That's the problem with only looking at figures where everything's flattened out and proper kitties. You gotta remember
It
that.
actually isn't. It actually isn't flattened down proper. It's the lateral schematic actually is in perspective. Like it lines up. If you look at the figure where it has the dorsal view, it actually lines up with the dorsal view, and the dorsal view is objectively in perspective.
My brain is kind of frozen right now. Sorry. The one thing that's gonna bug me the most is trying to reconstruct the inside of the mouth, because I don't know how the heck you do that, especially if it's got its mouth open and
Yeah, but
the
if you
gills,
don't have
whatever.
anything from these old ones, so you just kind of have to fudge it.
Oh, well, you know what? There's a reason I was gonna draw it with another fish in its mouth. Oh my god, it makes everything so much easier.
Can't see the teeth if they are sunken into a prey item.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. And, okay, so we draw it like that. And I won't need to draw the tail for Guiyu because we don't have it preserved. Well, am I making more problems for myself or not? I don't know.
3 minutes.
Whatever. Okay, now trying to draw it from a perspective where you can kind of see its underside is making me think about Farron drawing that's in perspective, and you see her chin or whatever.
Yeah, that one's funny.
Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, so that
Nothing.
Okay, so
We're
it's
looking
a
at nothing.
little chunky. Okay. Yes. Okay, so we draw the fence like that, and
2 minutes.
yeah, I mean it's not gonna be easy. Oh my god, I love it when fossil fish have nasty teeth. I love just looking at them, but actually rendering it is a whole different story. The heck. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, I mean, could be worse. Also, the fun about doing this is if you've not done anything like it before, you can't say you've never done it. I don't know. I'm not making any sense, but
Yeah, you kind
I'm
of
just trying to.
stated a fact then.
You're getting to
Yeah.
dialo
The
levels
door-
right
the
now.
door opens.
1 minute.
I mean, we do share the same birthday, so you might be onto
Oh,
something there.
That's true, actually.
That is that. Oh my god.
I also I do share a birthday with Fang as well, except well, it doesn't work as well because I don't know him personally, and yeah, sorry.
It's not the same.
The connection only works so well if you know there's a little more of a geographic connection. Let's see. Oh, wrong paper. Yeah, I won't say too much, but let's see. Guiyu. Can I reconstruct the skull?
Let's go doxing in Paleo stream.
That is to say, we've met a couple of times.
Just seconds.
Reconstructing the skull isn't going to be easy. Whatever.
And time is up.
I wasn't expecting this to be perfect, but I will definitely refine this down the line. If I can get this thing to focus.
Okay.
There was a vision here. There was a vision here, but it wasn't finalized. I'll probably share it again later. I don't know.
Let me put
If I
a
can.
little bit of light on top here.
How the heck do I do this? I do it like this. Oh my goodness. It's so sketchy. This is probably the sketchiest I've ever done anything for Peleus Dream.
There we go. Good enough.
All right. And no. Stop research gate. Oh, so that's how the skull looks. Okay. Oh, is that for the scalation paper?
No, Hawks. I suspect these guys were actually going for relatively large prey items, and all these teeth are simply there to hold on to it.
That is also what's speculated, yeah.
Very nice. I really do wish someone had restored Guiyu in like 3D or something like that, but you know, that's asking for a little much, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
I know, I know. I asked for so much.
Gulopithecus, this is not a chut
Anyone
beast.
can go with
Chuts
pictures.
specifically are rails. Should know that.
I think I've come across my problem. I'm trying to restore a fish in a way that... Whatever. Also, Petite, for your Megamastax, I at first thought all the fishies swimming away from it were like Entelognathus or whatever. Because I am an uneducated heathen. They would be, they would have to be a little larger too, wouldn't they? They
Juveniles.
certainly would.
Somewhat.
All juveniles.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see the sketches that people made. I'm excited.
Someone sounds like they're gonna be a bully about it. You're gonna be a big bully, aren't you? Big meanie,
Nope. I
greenie.
I
'Cause you're
was staying
green.
for the entire time
Okay.
because I don't blame people for not understanding anatomy and that fact being very obvious in the way that they draw something.
Indeed. One shot. Okay, let's have a look what people posted. Starting with Captain Trololo, the chutfish. That is, again, is not a chutfish because chuts are rails. We established that. It is known. In front of you, Megamastax here. Yeah, no, that looks good, I think. Like breaking down the anatomy into like simple shapes and stuff like that. I would recommend to make at least the mouth inner part dark, so you can differentiate between the geometric shapes, what is inside, what is outside. Because yeah, I think to the untrained eye, they are looking at a bunch of shapes and not quite sure where to put the mouth. But yeah, no, that looks fine. A genius coming in with simple line drawing, lateral view, Very fun, very nice. I like the slightly beakish look you gave the wool thing. Yeah, no, I think that looks good. I would give the dorsal fin here an fin spine. I think that is quite likely for these guys to have. I think they also have it in the full body reconstruction and everything in there. JW could tell a little bit more about that, but yeah. Just mentioning that. The one and only Void coming in with this glorious creature. For some reason landing on land. I think it's relatively unlikely. Quanti is quite far away, I think, from the land. It's relative shallow sea, but I don't think there's any hints of land nearby, or these guys being able to go onto land.
Is it not like the bottom of the sea?
It is. I mean, yeah, it's the bottom of the sea, but it is not that deep. We have patch reefs here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, so there would be still sun and stuff like that coming through. Like, I think an estimate was like maybe 30 meters or so. I think it was below the storm wave base. But yeah,
Storm
it's
wave base is around 30, yeah.
yeah.
I think the vaguely used the Nocturon body plan was kind of tricking some people into thinking that this thing could probably pull a Devonian fishy. But
Yeah.
not yet, guys. Not yet.
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know. Maybe this guy could do that, but yeah. Other than that, I think it looks pretty good. I would make the two cushions a little bit more like cushiony. Like in the moment, it looks a little bit more like big fangs there sitting in the mouth, and I think the eye could be even more forward. When you look at the skull, the eye is basically sitting right before like the hook. Yeah, which is, it's not that unusual for fish, but it's a strange to look at and hard to get used to. Next, we have Laurie here with Megamastax biting into some juicy fishy, a succulent Chinese meal, you might say. Considering this is a Chinese
video, but I was having troubles with perspective, so yeah, I couldn't finish it in time.
Nah, it's fine. It do be like that. No, I think proportions, everything look pretty good. I think the hook at the front could be slightly a little more fragile looking, a little bit less robust. But no, otherwise looks pretty good. Next, Cleanly Moss with a full body reconstruction here, gliding through the darkness of Quanti. Very cool, very nice. There isn't that many details that I could like say anything on. Yeah, no, I think that's good. I think the pectorals fin might be a little bit too much forward, but it's a little bit hard to tell. Ultra Loser coming in with a partially dorsal view, very cool, showing off how wide this guy might have been, which is nice, and something that I will need to take into account when I partially redo or update the Quanti piece we did on the formation stream, which I want to do at some point. But yeah, no, that looks pretty nice. I think the snout could be, no, actually that works. Looking at the skeletal drawing again, you can't really tell from the top like that there is this little hook at the front. So yeah, nope, good stuff. Next, Enteriano with this absolute goober with its beautiful grin on its face. Look at him go. In these faint purplish tones, very nice. Oh my god, it's not in lateral view. Yay! Everyone clap for personal growth.
True.
Very good. Very nice. Excellent. We Swain then with Vertex. Very good. I enjoy the ripples here on the sea floor. This would be quite a bit more shallow than what we have in Quanti, but I mean we don't really know how far-ranging these guys were. So nice, good stuff. Then the Roadrunner from Hell with I'm hooked. Oh, it's getting fished. I see. Yeah. That do be Megamask X. I think it has a little bit too much of a neck right now, I would say. Like the pectorals are usually right behind the gills. Which makes it a little bit tetrapodish right now, but yeah. Another thing on land, this time though it's dying or dead already by Roman. Very cool indeed. I think the hook, the front, he could be a little bit more curved. Looks a little straight right now. It's not gay enough. But and the lower jaw, I think, slightly deeper and also a little bit more curved, I would say, based on the material. But no, otherwise, very nice, good stuff. I love the shading. So, the one and only, coming in with the succulent Chinese meal that is Megamask X on a plate. Excellent. It looks a little. I feel like it's missing something in terms of food. Like in the moment, it's just a plain fish, unless there is a filling to it, of course, which we can't see. But it looks like an intact fish, so. But who knows? Maybe the chef was cooking here. I think the tail fin isn't quite there. You wouldn't have like this tail going on through to the full length, and then like having lobes up and down of it. When you look at the modern day reconstruction of it, you would have the tail going upwards largely, and then the main part of the fin going down from it. Next, Psycat with this very fun little interpretation. I very much like the colors here. Nice mix of the browns and more cool grayish and greenish bluish tones. Good stuff. Anatomy also looks quite alright, I would say. A little looksy-backsy forward and back. Yeah. I think the eye could still be a little bit more forward. But otherwise, yeah. It do be Megamask X. Acrosaurus. Hello there, long time no see. Coming in with a full body reconstruction. Very nice. Look at this gooby goober. I would also say here again, the eye could be maybe like just a tiny bit more forward. The thing, and I think the head looks like, because we see it partially in dorsal view, could be a little bit more wider at the front. Like when you look at the skull and dorsal view, like yes, from the sides the hook is quite fragile looking, but from above the wool snout is quite wide actually, so it's only really having the salmon look in lateral view. Next, Mr. Blue Shark coming in with the same perspective and all. Nice. I think the pectorals here are a little bit too high up on the body, maybe. It should be a little bit more forward. Again, like in fish, usually the pectoral fins are nearly right behind the gills, and I feel like you erased a little bit away here. Something like I think the width of the snout works, but I don't really see the hook in there. That might be something I want to adjust a little bit. But no, nice stuff otherwise. Octolus coming in with actually lateral view and with closed jaws this time, and there's this beautiful pogging version up there as well. Excellent work. Yeah. I think the hook is a little bit too thick at the front, I would say, and the gills here, certain bones here would be quite a bit larger, like this one here. Is it the operculum? Yeah, the operculum would be quite a bit larger, as well as I think the suboperculum down here. Overall, this whole area a little.
Operculum would also be visible.
Yeah, little bit larger overall. Little bit more of a throat below it, based on the branchioles we have here. But yeah, no, good stuff. Then Herbertus with this goofy goober coming in here with its zombie eyes. Very nice. Again, I think the eye could be slightly more forward, I would say. Ooh, nice with fin spines and stuff. But otherwise, I think that's pretty good. I'm not quite sure what's going on back here. Looks like there's a few too many little fins back here on the tail. But maybe that's just artifact of being a quick sketch. Not quite sure. But no, nice stuff. And then Costco, with one specimen here being washed up on the beach with an extremely anachronistic avian. What is it doing here?
Okay. Yeah, they did say the vertebrae
Yeah.
space-time continuum.
Yeah. We should have maybe mentioned from what time this is, but still. Yeah, no, very nicely rendered eye, I have to say. Although the eye should be, again, further forward. And the jaws a little bit smaller too. Like, I was about to say the wolf thing feels like not big-mouthed enough, but if you make the eye quite a bit smaller, it fits again, basically. Yeah, I would like try to incorporate a little bit more the hook of the premaxillaries here. But yeah, good stuff. Then screen, the goo or the shoe, whatever. Stupid fish. It is a stupid fish, but it's a beautiful stupid fish in its very own right. Yeah, no, I think the head could be a little bit flatter. It's a little bit vaulted right now, I would say, but otherwise, yeah. That's quite nice Megamastax portrait. After that, we have US State of Soda. Fuck you, Limos. I'm not sure if I want to know the context here. We have a little jawless guy here, swimming away from the much bigger Megamastax. Very nice. Another case of consumption happening here. I think the hook could be slightly more hooked. Tiny bit maybe. And otherwise, I think the throat could be slightly deeper. But overall, pretty good. Nicely done. Then Velociraptor coming in with a little minimalistic sketch here. Nice. Quite like the pattern. I think the fins here look a little bit too much like in a Sarcopterygian, a little bit too much like a lobe-finned fish. If JW was here, he could probably tell you a little bit more about this. But yeah, no. Otherwise, very good. The eye could be a little bit more forward, I would say, a little bit smaller. But that's about it. Then we have made some improvements. Excellent. It's so blurred out, I cannot see details. Oh, some proof. Thank you, your state of soda. And Castle Soap Muncher is washed. Well, you are underwater, so there will be lots of washing. Other than that, I think that's a pretty good Mega Mastax. I think you could make like the jaws here a little bit wider, like opening up, fanning out a little bit towards the back more. The head would be really wide. These guys are crazy. But no, otherwise, very cute little creature. Not so cute, this one by Aberrantologist. Those who eat. Indeed. I feel like the perspective does not quite work on this. It's hard to describe. I wish there was a 3D model of the whole thing. Honestly, did I delete one of these things here? Apparently I did. One of my references. But yeah, I think the hook comes down a little bit too quickly here. Like this should be the middle of the snout, which should be over here. So it's like it all feels a little bit like crooked right now. Like as if the snout is like coming towards us. A little bit broken. Could be a pathology though. So who knows? But no, I quite vibe with vibes you put in here. You could also put like a little bit of a reflection here on the underside of the surface. That could look cool. And then, Laurie having a little update here. Very good. More details. And there is, speaking of reflection on the surface, there we have it by Petite. Very cool. What a goofy goober.
Brilliant.
Very nice indeed. I think the snout at the front is a little bit too tall. I would say, looking back and forth between the skull and this, but otherwise...
Yeah, it's slightly a bit too tall.
Yeah, just a little bit squishing it down. And then it should be good. Nice. Very much vibing with the vibes here. Okay. Time to shrink the chat. Floop. And let's get rid of this fish for now.
Honestly, the final version of my Mega Mastax is I'm a little more content with it than I was before because reconstructing Guio, dabbing it from the underside of the mouth. I don't know. That's funny to me. I'm not sure if those skeletons right there at the Royal Tyrrell Museum would be good references for Ornitholestes, because I'm not sure if they're actually cast from the one and only skeleton we have of it, or if they're wholly sculpted.
Yeah, for now I think I would go with skeletal reconstructions by Scott Hartman.
Yeah,
or by Gunner from last year. It also looks pretty good. Gives you an idea at least for how much we have preserved.
Well, I mean, most of it is preserved, so I think a rigorous skeletal isn't really all that. How do you say?
Yeah, but for example, we don't have like the full like caudal series, so we don't quite know how long the tail actually is. Stuff like that. I think I will
It's only
also.
a couple vertebrae that are missing.
Yeah, but we don't know how many. It's likely that it's this many.
Say, for Nohawks, the skull you posted, I would say it's a little misleading. Yeah, that skull reconstruction, I'm not sure about it because Ornitholestes, let's see, AMNH. It's hard to find good images of the actual cranial remains. I know. I could have sworn.
I know there are some good images. Oh, yeah. I feel like I saved them at some point too.
They're not very easy to find online. I'll give you that. I think I've got a couple of photos saved from the AMNH's collections database because I like to find that sort of stuff and keep it. It's
David Peters to the rescue. It's a little bit blurry, but here's actually some
well,
photos of the material.
No. Hold on. I'll come to the rescue. I've got the better photos. That's a photo of a cast skull, by the way. It's a cast of the holotype. Why can't I select two? What's wrong with you? Whatever. Okay,
One
so
after
that's just
another,
one.
otherwise.
It's a very how do you call it? It's not a very fun animal to reconstruct because there's so many. Yeah, here's the actual skull, by the way. No silly business. Just how it is. I do wish that the publication. I do hope that a publication reevaluating the cranial anatomy and whatever comes out soon, because it gives me a headache.
I mean, if we know there's a paper on the way.
All right, yeah. I always have to preface with, like, I hope there is a publication on the way, because I try not to take SVP abstracts as a guarantee that a publication is imminent, like some will.
Even Wikipedia cites the abstract,
It's
which I'm not sure it's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Considering that there's a bunch of Wikipedia, not Wikipedia, SVP talks or posters that have never been published because they also never really went anywhere. Because either like during the project, like people realized, oh, we are wrong in our assumptions, or funding ran out, or it was never meant to be anything beyond a conference talk in the first place.
Or the people involved die.
Yeah,
I
that is also
guess.
possible.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or went out of paleontology.
Yeah. Yep. There's-
Slimer, there would be no horn. It's at least very unlikely there was one. There is non-preserved. And
Gregory
I
S.
see
Paul
no
for this
indication
one.
for having one there.
Greg Paul in the late 80s proposed that Ornitholestes and Proceratosaurus were close related, and suggested that both of them would have had a little nasal horn.
Yep.
While he was correct in that they're both relatively basal coelurosaurs of some kind, or rather early coelurosaurs, unfortunately, is
Unless it
a whole
isn't.
thing. Yeah. Whatever. I'll just wait for whatever comes out.
Let's just say
it's
there
specifically
is a
only-
there is a paper in the works that hopefully will come out. That changes the phylogenetic position of this guy quite a bit. A hint is already there in the teeth, if you know what you want to look for. It's quite interesting. I can see it just looking at the skull and stuff.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
suppose I could too. What I really hope could be done is just like a general reevaluation of, like, well, I know there are some people who are going into this, but like a reevaluation of Jurassic coelurosaurs, because there might be a couple of loose threads here and there.
oh no,
but
absolutely.
I know
There are. I mean, the problem is also that, like,
Yeah.
the closer you get to the base of a large clade, the more polytomies will you find, like animals that close together and can't really fit anywhere properly because they, well, at the base of the tree you would expect stuff to look just very similar. And yes, Green Zagoo, the paleo environment or / formation here is a brushy basin of the Morrison Formation.
And if you folks really want to
So-
get specific, this is only known from the Bone Cabin Quarry of Wyoming, which also has, among other things, really good specimens of Allosaurus. There's also, I think there's Gallimimus from there as well. Gargoylosaurus and Hesperosaurus were also discovered there, I think. Or I think there's, maybe not Hesperosaurus, but there's Ceratosaurus, Harpactognathus. There's probably one of the best specimens of Glyptops, Camarasaurus, Ficodilus, you know, all that sort of stuff. That's just going off of memory, by the way.
Yeah, it's one of the classic Morrison localities.
Yeah.
One of the Allosaurus specimens from that quarry is AMH FARB 666. So if you really want to have some fun, you could depict that one.
That's the devil.
Yeah, it's apparently got a really nicely preserved vertebral column, but it's never been described in detail because
As like most stuff.
unfortunately for the well, I mean, the American Museum of Natural History probably got really close to describing their Allosaurus specimens, but that was up until 1920 when Gilmore described the Smithsonian's Allosaurus skeleton from Garden Park, and so as a result, I'm pretty sure that any attempt at a monographic description of those skeletons was aborted because it's probably seen as redundant, but I don't know.
Which is stupid, but well.
Yeah. I hope someone out there cares enough to revitalize it, but I think I don't know. I don't know what research goes on at AMNH paleontology wise, and if there's anyone dedicated with theropods over there.
It's a
aside
little
from
bit of a black box.
Tyrannosauroids.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have enough references really to go off. For people interested in stuff like that, I recommend to give it a fuzzy, feathery integument. Maybe even
they say
like
it was-
very early pennaceous feathers, in theory. But that's up to you. But yeah, I think we can start with this. Ornith celestis, one of the classic small theropods. In 1, 2, 3, go.
It also should be remarked it was one of the first relatively complete small theropods in North America. There's I don't know. There also weren't that many relatively well preserved small theropods in general. As the only one prior was Compsognathus, and that wasn't even recognized as a dinosaur at first. It's oddly quiet. Is it just me, or is there really not much dead space?
No, we are just locking in.
Chatting.
You're
There's actually
just.
not that much chatting.
Oh,
We're all looked in.
don't you mean flocked in? Come on, get with the
Oh, true.
branding. You see, I don't even come to these things that often. I'm just here on a whim, and I've got this down. Just got this down. Don't you see? Gosh darn it. Why can't I do this? Oh yeah. Well, I'll probably show this with Glyptops because I like Glyptops. But first I'm gonna have to actually see how big Glyptops is. Hopefully it's decently sized enough. Ow, damn it. Sorry, almost pricked myself with a pencil.
No.
How are you grabbing the pencil?
Well, you know, Butterfingers, you know. It was a fairly blunt pencil too, so it's like it's kind of pathetic.
You're a fairly blunt pencil.
That's not very nice, Petite.
Okay.
I'm reminded of once when I was in like either third or second grade, and I'd basically prick myself with a pencil, and like my teacher's like, "Nah, you're lying." Like when I mentioned it or whatever, she like put me on the spot for it.
That's so mean.
My elementary school teacher was really something. Yeah,
Clearly.
I would get in fights with her about like pronunciation.
Wow.
I could have been
you
a
guys have the same brain cell.
no. Oh. All right. Thankfully, Hey 1908 provides what do you call it? Measurements for the shell of this thing. Let's see. The Dickens. Let's see. Emanates
Hello there, you need to be
36.
silenced.
Let's see.
Now that you guys mentioned teachers, this reminds me that my, I think was second grade teacher, claimed snakes were invertebrates.
Wow.
Your second
That
grade
is- that
teacher
is-
shouldn't be anywhere around the nature of teaching.
The nature of teaching.
Like even
No,
just the
don't-
concept of teaching, just like
Don't
shouldn't
worry.
be there.
Don't worry, she's retired now.
Thank goodness. The education
Wow.
system didn't need any more of that.
Incredible. I love Ornitholestes.
Collective smarts of a new generation of students in Argentina just jumped up.
Ornitholestes, yeah.
Don't say anything rude, Petite. It's a dinosaur I respect and love very much, so you better not make any jokes about it.
I win. I win.
No, you'll lose. You lose. You're a loser.
I'm gonna give it a massive snood on its front, on the front of its face.
On its noggin,
It has a massive snood.
as it should.
You're a massive snood.
Yes,
a
I am.
snoodle.
I'm gonna show. I think I know the pose I'm gonna put it in. I need more whimsical dinosaurs in my drawing. I all too often I kind of make them look like they're aura farming, and that's a little much.
Whimsy is aura farming. Hate to break it to you.
I can't help but think of that one video where it's the Pibble that's pushing aside to I forget what species of frog they are, but it just says mogged afterward. You've probably seen a mutual shared around. I could just share it in DMs, but
14 minutes.
all right, hold on. I like the name Ornitholestes. I know it's not really a, you know, it's one of those more evocative names, but we don't really have that anymore in paleontology. Everything has to be objective or.
I don't think.
I don't know.
How much time is left?
13 minutes.
Amazing.
Uh-huh. Was anyone else scared of Ornitholestes and walking with dinosaurs, or was I just a really scaredy kid?
No, not really.
Someone should
You
draw it
weren't
with a
scared of
severed head
Ornitholestes?
walking around. Scott Hartman said it's possible, so it's possible.
Wait, what did Scott
Seven
Hartman
head?
say?
Drawing it walking around with a severed head, like the head is severed from the neck.
Or like a chicken.
Oh my god, I forgot it was in Dinotasia doing that. That was one of my. That was a reconstruction I kind of liked. I do wish it had feathers though. The
Oh,
coloration is
W.
cool though. I like the coloration. speaking of Dinotasia, I actually bumped into David Krentz just while walking around in my part of the world recently. I was just like, well, rather, I was sitting down outside a cafe eating a salad, and I just saw him on his bike approaching an intersection, and I was just like, oh my god, hey, long time no see. Yada yada.
I would really love him to come again to DinoCon this year.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's very busy though. So
Yeah,
I rarely have ever gotten like a proper word with him. It's just sort of like intermittently.
11 minutes.
I can survive. I just need to okay, stop being a damn nerd about this and just get the basics down.
Usually a good idea.
Yeah, I was getting a little too focused on trying to get everything perfect, but I need to just get the basics down. I don't know how likely this would look, but I'm just trying to have fun here, folks. I don't even know if this will how do you call it? If this will translate correctly. Ornitholestes. How big is the skull of this thing? I know it's not
3
really too big,
Creations,
but,
DinoCon. Who's coming to DinoCon? Well, a bunch of people.
Okay, so the shell is about, yeah, it's about twice the size of the skull. So, you know what, okay. Probably, yeah, I can't show Ornitholestes grabbing and holding onto a Glyptops like that. Or if I... Or maybe I could. Maybe I could. And just
Just make it a
Glyptops.
baby.
No, I'm gonna have a little fun. I want to show doing something stupid. I drew one animal before doing something regretful, and I think it's just about fine to show another animal doing the same thing too. You know, doing something a little harebrained, for lack of better words. Alright, just need to see what the proportions are for this thing. Wasn't there come on. Hay. Hay is for horses. Looking through the author of the publication I'm looking at is his name is Oliver Perry Hay, and it's this big old publication called The Fossil Turtles of North America, published in 1908. Which attempted to basically summarize all of the known fossil turtles at that point. Of course, it's not perfect. There's a couple of taxa that are proposed in there that are invalid, and there's a couple of synonymies that could have been made. But it's fairly good if you wanted just sort of a view, just what fossil turtles there were.
I mean, it is from 1908, so like.
Yeah. I mean, well, it is. For me, some of those like review papers at like the earliest 20th century are kind of cool if you wanted just a good summary of basically everything from the earliest parts of paleontology. Um,
8 minutes.
I don't know how Glyptops' anatomy is. I'm going to have to look at Gaffney 1979 for this one. But I know I'm going to have fun with this one. Whatever. It's a cool publication. I think just reading through it, there's some things that are kind of silly, like there's some really fragmentary taxa that aren't just made indeterminate or whatever, but I don't think anyone really had that in mind that early on. I think I don't know. I think people were still a little too eager to name absolute slop, rather than surrender and just say enough's enough.
And nothing has
Um,
changed.
Exactly.
We won't name names.
Wrong.
Now, meanwhile, if you tried doing something like the fossils of fossil turtles in North America nowadays, I think you'd end up with a volume that's like like in 3 parts or whatever. It's well over like 600 pages, by the way. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it would never be published because the current academic model just does not make this possible, unless it's like an old professor emeritus doing that.
Yeah, I will admit, like, there is a charm to those sort of publications, but you can only do them. They could only exist at a certain point in scientific history. You could only have those around at one point, and then, can't really do them nowadays because too much money to make it, and then also I don't know how well circulated it would be.
I
And
don't
also
even
probably
think it's
cost an
a
inordinate
question
amount
of
to acquire.
money. It's like how much time scientists are given to actually do science.
Exactly. Well, thankfully, it's only like I think there's only like a handful of new species named in that volume, but yeah, a lot of it is basically going through, like all the old collections made by like Leidy, Cope, and Marsh. Well, not Marsh so much. He didn't really publish too many on. He didn't publish much on fossil turtles, but definitely folks like Cope and Leidy and whoever else described fossil turtles from North America prior to 20th century, really.
Okay, 5 minutes.
God, this is so sketchy, but I don't give Schnitzel. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Doesn't sound very nice either. I like Schnitzel. Schnitzel's basically just breaded cutlet, right? I shouldn't be. I just want to make sure I'm not misappropriating a word.
No comment.
No comment? What, do you not like Schnitzel? Or are you trying to sabotage me? Do you want all the other Germanophones to harm me? Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to make me vulnerable to German aggression? That sounds wrong.
You are already vulnerable to German aggression.
Yeah, next time Sassy's on stream and I mentioned something wrong about Bavarian decapods. Bavarian Upper Jurassic decapods.
Three minutes,
He's gonna
4
close the
seconds.
shit.
This is a fun little dinosaur. Little ornitholestes. I will definitely be tuning this up later on, but I would be lying if I said I didn't have fun with creating you, little ornitholestes. See.
Oh, Josh, another reason to try GIMP 3 is that it now has non-destructive filters.
Oh,
So you can apply like Gaussian blur to a layer and edit the layer with the Gaussian blur and turn it on and off.
oh, that is nice. So they apply the filters more like a mask.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
All right.
I have to look into that.
I think Ornitholestes would make for a good zoo animal, honestly.
I think you would make for a good zoo animal, honestly.
Would I? Well, actually, I think I would rather be at a zoo. They better give me good enrichment, though. But that's just me. Or am I making too many demands, you know? Let's see.
Dance monkey dance.
Wow.
Boxy Head Bry, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hello there.
Alright, well,
Ah, the face
I
needs
gotta
a
make
little
sure
bit-
not to make the outlines too thick. I do want to work on this later. Let's make sure not to make the jaws look too, much like that. Let's do that, and... Alright, let's do... I'm gonna try to at least nail the head down.
Okay, 50 seconds.
And add some teeth, some little teeth. And little, wow. Just gonna add a very, very brief sketchy outline just so I remember where I'm doing this. Did I add the ear hole or did I not? Don't think I have. Let's add that ear hole.
You don't need an ear hole if you cover it up with feathers.
I might, but that's if I cover the head with feathers. Who's to say I'm not gonna make it bald? 'Cause I
Okay.
can't make it bald.
It's time to post.
Alright. Alright, everybody. Prepare for the worst. Alright, hold on a minute.
Thank you, Spinonicus.
Frickin' chest. Sorry. I don't like saying frickin'. Makes me sound rude.
Ornitholestes. Yeah.
No!
Go.
No, don't
Yeah.
don't take me out of... Don't take me out of it.
Pigeon Hunter, probably way too late, but yes, I just earlier watched The Dinosaurs. It's a little bit of mixed bag, but overall better than Life on Our Planet. Wesla Besla
no.
Films, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Also, GoPal and Gugu. We are on the second piece in the moment with Ornitholestes.
Alright. I tried having a little fun with this homage. I'll definitely touch it up later, but I wasn't expecting a masterpiece to be created so quickly.
We started with Megamastax, followed by Ornitholestes. Next will be Tankia. And last but not least, another fish, Eostius. Two newly described animals tonight.
Thank goodness we were drawing Ornitholestes and not Coelurus, because then we'd really, really not be in a good spot.
I think we should be fine. If there's uncertainties,
Well,
nobody can tell it's wrong.
well, I think the problem is that Coelurus isn't really described. Oh, well, I mean, there's a brief description of what's it called again? Coelurus that is coming around at some point, and well, it's I'm sure there might be some things that might change about it, but I don't know. It's just one of those animals that's a little too uncertain for me to lay a pencil on it yet.
I lay a pencil on everything that isn't at 3 on the trees.
Honestly, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's just I have some trepidation with stuff that doesn't really have good references or stuff you can only go so far with in terms of reconstructing. But because paleontology is a living, breathing science, you know, those things can change, and my reservations will.
The subject of study is very much not living or breathing.
Yeah, what I was gonna say though is, thankfully, because you know, it moves forward. I'm not permanently stubborn with whatever I object to drawing.
Okay.
But there's a heck of a lot. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shut up now.
Let's have a look what people posted, starting with Roadrunner from Hell, who went a little retro, but also incorporating some sexual dimorphism here, with, yes, a little crest, soft tissue, I would assume, on the front of the snoot, and some nice big plumage on the base of the neck. And then this very dark, melanistic female, very fun idea. And with a genius, with a line drawing. I think the hands could be a little bit larger, but otherwise this looks pretty good, I would say. Nicely done. Past that, cleanly moss, with this animal here, looking at the sunset, with a nice big dewlap. Interesting idea for this guy. Very cool indeed. Then we have Captain Trululu, who is apparently incorporating all drawings tonight into the same piece, continuing to add here Ornitholestes that is swimming, apparently, right next to this Megamastax. A little bit hard to say because of the pose and stuff like that. What's going on? Fun idea here with the little feather crests in front of the eyes. I would not give it like these long feathers necessarily on the humerus. Also, it's a little bit hard to say, but usually long feathers on the humerus are a rare thing. At least in modern day birds. So yeah, it looks a little weird, I would say. Then one and only with this little cartoony guy, and does it have something there? I'm not quite sure how to read it. Is there like a prey item behind it that it says it's foot on? A little confused right now how to best read this. But I like the style. Very fun. Let me go over here for the nope, that's something else. Grab the skeletal drawing on the side. I think the metacarpals here, the middle foot bones are a little bit long. Maybe. I know that's very typical for the style to do that. But that's something that better suits mammals to do something like this. But otherwise looks very fun. Next, the one and only Void with our little guy here jumping off a cliff, apparently. The hands look a little weird here. I only see one claw. It looks a little bit like a basal Alvarsaur right now. I'm not quite sure what is going on here. They have the typical three clawed hands usually. These guys, and I think overall length of the arms and so on works well. Quite like the little mane on the other side of the neck. No, fun little composition. Then there's Laurie with Orange Lestes grabbing Turtle. Oh, I see what you did here. The old was it night painting or drawing of Orange Lestes grabbing a bird, an Archaeopteryx looking fella. Very cool homage. Nice. Axo next, who also did a very quick little Megamastix, who's grinning from tooth row to tooth row. Excellent. And there is a little blue Orange Lestes jumping around. Quite lovely little idea with a crest being present as a little plume on the tip of the snoot there. Very fun. Then we have Weeswain. That looks very cool here with a Benedictalian background and stuff. Loves the reflection in the water and it grabbing a little fish. That is a very cool interpretation indeed. Nicely composed too. Good stuff. Psycat with this little guy sitting down, preening a little or sleeping. Very, very charming. I think the arms could be a little bit longer, I would say. They are quite lanky for a fella the size. Nice here with the iridescence on the head and stuff. And also the little enlarged feathers here on the base of the tail. What we see in quite a few feathered dinosaurs, actually, like later down the line. So very nice. Then we have he needs to be silenced with a little frontal view here of Orange Lestes showing off its wings to us. Nice. You know, without the legs and stuff, it looks very much like a dromaeosaur right now. I think you can make that dromaeosaur feeling a little bit go away by like downturning the jaw a little bit. When you look at the skull, you even see it in the drawing. The jaw slightly down curved, which I would assume would be still a little bit at least visible in the head. And I'm so sorry that you're apparently sunburned. My God.
Like I mean, Alex, what did you expect? You are in
He's in Brazil, true. Yeah, like why aren't you like soaking in sun milk 24/7?
Yeah, exactly.
My God. Squinzgoo, doing something a little bit more minimalistic here. Oni Celestis in dorsal view, like crossing the brushy basin, doing a drought by the looks of it. I feel like you gave it a little bit the proportions of a juvenile because the head looks quite large and neck razor short for this guy. It has a razor long neck from what we can tell. The cervicals that are preserved, they are razor long, and a relatively small head, so something to keep in mind. Then Roman, with this funky little guy jumping around. Interesting with the very long primaries here. Interesting idea. It's by walking with dinosaurs pose. No. Time is not wasted like that. I think that's a fun idea. It's good. I think again, like the neck could be a little bit longer, and the head a little bit smaller. This guy is not built like a dromaeosaur. Like dromaeosaurs are like often thought of as this like typical small carnivorous dinosaur. But they have some weird quirks to them, like relatively short limbs, razor large head and stuff like that. And that's certainly not the case with all small carnivorous dinosaurs. Next up, actually, Brontosaur, of course. Brontosaur with this guy just standing there, legless. My God. And eating a hatchling Diplodocus. Excellent. We like some infanticide over here. Good stuff, good stuff. Herbertus, then with his rabbit. Extremely angry looking Ornitholestes jumping at the camera. Incredible. I think the feet could be a little bit larger. The feet, when you look at the skeletal drawings, would be roughly the same length as the metacarpals. But yeah, nicely you can show like the enlarged second claw here a little bit. That is a little bit similar to what we see in the sickle claws of Dromaeosaurus, but probably wasn't quite there yet. Yeah. Acrosaurotaurus. With Ornitholestes, again, like this feels like a little bit of an paleo art homage here, but it's not going for a bird, it's going for a plerosaur. Good stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have that much good material of plerosaurs from the Morrison, but fingers crossed we get some better stuff in the future. And casual choke muncher with yet another predation attempt here that was clearly effective. Again, I would say like head could be a little bit smaller, neck slightly longer, but very fun that you apparently made it hunt here something feathery. Very nice. Good stuff. And then Saurops. That is certainly not a dinosaur. Then Antriano. With this Ornitholestes walking there with is it some big sauropods in the background? Looks like it.
No, it's meant to be a theropod.
Oh, I think there's
Might be too large. I don't know.
I don't think it's too large. I think it's just that the metacarpals look very short here, which made me think that.
Yeah, fair.
It looks a little bit elephantine
I
because
don't
of that.
like the whole beast, so it doesn't matter.
You know what? You could probably make the wool thing very dark, just darken it overall, make it a night piece, and just add some highlights from the moon. Could work.
That's true. I could try that.
Then Costco with this fun little half portrait. Very nice. I like how you did the hat here with like the feathers like framing the eye and snout and stuff like that. Very cool. Nice stuff. On the primaries here, on the wings, I would say they look a little bit weirdly articulated. They would be anchored to the second finger, and now it looks a little bit more like they're going partially to the base of the finger and over onto the forearm. So could be tweaked a little. Just by like changing a little bit the direction of the feathers here. But yeah, Velociraptor next with a night piece and nicely glowing eyes. I think the wool animal could be a little bit more slender, especially in the legs. But otherwise quite cool.
One thing, I'm gonna be pedantic and say that Velociraptor, there was no grass in the Jurassic.
That is indeed very pedantic of you, considering that we have very grass-like looking horsetails around.
Okay. True.
If somebody asks, it's always horsetails. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Ultra Loser, coming in with this very charming portrait. I love the eyelashes and stuff like that. It looks very regal. Excellent work. After that, Octolus, another portrait on a camera trap by the looks of it. Very fun. Having just grabbed your little amphibian, little basal frog. Very, very cool. I think the head looks a little bit too triangular. When you look at the skull, it looks razor rectangular. especially if you like apply some soft tissue to it, some lips and stuff, you would assume that this guy has relatively blocky head. But very fun idea. Next, he needs to be silenced. Why did you break its face? I eated all the sun cream. You did well. However, you might have broke your brain. And you might have turned it into an Therizinosaur here, without the big claws. Gives off Therizinosaur vibes now. Or its snoot is melting from the heat. Who knows? Nice. Aberrantologist here with another feather crest version. I really like how that looks. A little bit like how it is in owls, but like elongated. Nicely done. The wings look a little bit weird, like two big shapes like munched into each other, like parts of a butterfly wing or something. No, not quite there yet. And I don't think they would be able to fold it like this already. Like that is very advanced to be able to fold your hand so far back. That only really comes around with the derived Maniraptorans. And yeah, I don't think we would have that here or already. Or maybe I'm wrong. But I don't remember ever seeing that. Also, Helios with Silence coming in with a very late Megamastax. They call him Megamastax for a reason. Yes, yeah, the big jaw, being very nice guy. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, new paper. What do we have here? Ooh, new flower from the late Cretaceous. From Chiapas. Interesting. Oh wait, is it the amber stuff? Might
be since it's Chiapas.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Oh wait, no, the amber stuff from Chiapas was Eocene. I think this is on something else. Let's actually have a quick look at this paper. It's open access. Ooh, they have quite a few specimens.
Peñan Marine.
Nice. I wouldn't be surprised if like people first looked at this and were like, "Oh, look at these tiny sea stars." I mean, little starfish.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff indeed. Have to look at that again later. Oh, and in the meantime, Petite finally managed to also post a little orange celestis. I love the little beard you gave it. Very cute. Also, always good to see like what's it called? Night photography in Paleoart. With a specific kind of ginkgo here. Excellent. Okay. Shrinking chat. Floop. Okay, halftime. What's next? Of course. Tankia. Our new, very weird tetrapod from Brazil.
I think it's actually Tanika.
Or that.
Let me check. Yeah, Tanika.
Okay.
Which literally just means jaw.
Yeah, which makes sense because we only have the jaw, unfortunately.
Yeah, but fortunately it is very remarkable.
It is a weird thing. should maybe explain a little bit what people are looking at here. So this guy would be a basal tetrapod. So it's not an amphibian or not a reptile. It's something different. Would have 4 legs, would be able to breathe on land and stuff like that. But remarkably, although probably looking relatively amphibian-like, these guys were herbivores, which is very bizarre for this time and for this group. It's mentioned it's from Brazil and from the Pedro de Fogo Formation, which is early Permian. And
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Walnut and Miguel want up.
of course, Walnut would like
What?
to say something here. And
Is
Mika.
that not the
It
same
says that we're
formation?
one up.
Finally! Ha.
Of
My
course, the
ears.
Brazilian. What's the time?
Some minor
You
thing.
thought
One,
you,
I
Hello.
sorry, Miguel. You go first.
You thought you were gonna do this without me, didn't you?
I had my hopes up, but yeah.
I actually
Uh,
thought you build. I'm not even gonna lie.
To issue some minor corrections. One, I think the paper states that herbivory is a possibility, not a set in stone thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I forgot what the other correction was. Well, whatever. I'm excited.
Isn't this from the same horizon as what's it frickin' called? Mesosaurus?
Uncertain.
I don't know.
It's from
Ah,
the same supercontinent as Gaiasia.
It's from the same time as Prenosuchus and a bunch of other Technospondus.
No, I was asking about Mesosaurus, the one of the it's I mean, it's also like lower Permian,
You
mostly found in like Brazil and southern Africa. Well, not just Brazil, but also like Uruguay.
I think it's a little bit far off from
There's
that.
a specimen from Uruguay.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, what a shame.
The Mesosaurus from the south of Brazil. This guy's from the north. But there's like a bunch of
And very different environment.
I see. Okay. My
Yeah.
bad. I'm sorry. Should I ascribe a very remorsefully toned letter to the to your fellow countrymen to express my my ignorance?
We expect a video essay in the end of the week. So tomorrow.
3 hours minimum, I reckon.
Anyway, yes. So this guy is from. I'm not sure how lush the environment would be. Honestly, I see here lacustrine, but also Playa Lake habitat. On the other hand, like ephemeral wetlands. So
these
razor
guys could be fun.
arid on the surface at least.
Let me post the paper materials for this guy.
The paper said that what did it say? That apparently it is possible that they do not have a preference for environment, that they could tolerate most of these.
I mean that makes sense. Being in such a stressed environment, like being ephemeral, means so like the wetland would not always be there, so they would need to be able to go in and out, if needed. But yeah, a little bit explanation to what you're looking at here, because you mostly just see like rugosity all over the place. You have here the outside of the lower jaw, which is very rugose. Looks a little bit like what you see in crocodilians. So you would have probably very tough skin out there and stuff. Then you have like the main teeth on the margin of the jaw. Around here, like elliptical in cross section. And then on the inside of the jaw, you have tons of tiny prickly teeth that are coating everything. Here is
Here's the thing about that, Yash. If you'll go to the right, one of the right figures. It's figure B, I believe. For the like line art ones. Right.
Oh, you mean like the frontal view?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean the frontal view.
Mm-hmm.
So it streams like it.
Yeah, it might. It takes a few minutes, seconds.
Okay. You'll see with figure B that the dentary you pointed out is actually to the side and not like upwards. It is.
Yeah, if the mouth is closed. Yeah.
Yeah, if the mouth is closed, its teeth go sideways.
Yeah, or like
I'm uncertain if that
the
would-
whole thing is
I'm
like
uncertain if that would-
tilted, weirdly tilted upward and outward. Like the jaw rotates as it closes.
I'm unsure if that would be covered by lips or not, but it's very interesting.
I
regardless.
don't think you could do anything else but cover it in soft tissue. Like
Well, this makes me
I
wonder
can
if the
see
teeth
not
are
another way
even
how this
supposed
could
to-
work, really. Maybe not that much soft tissue, like, but still,
Some of the teeth be sticking out, like the bigger ones.
I'm not sure. Also, you can see here in this figure here that also was posted in chat, like some of these larger teeth, like in close up, and these are the little pack-like teeth in the tooth battery. Here they have actually like some structure to them as well. Very, very weird. I mean, we have similar stuff in other animals from this time. Captorinids too have similar stuff going on, and but yeah, this like such a big and dense tooth battery on the inside, with this jaw shape, and in this kind of animal, it is weird.
Fucked up creature.
Very
Makes me
fucked up.
wonder if it even like used its dentary or not. Like
It
if
would be-
only was using the
I-
tentacles.
I would have really liked to see like an animation of
Yeah.
this the whole thing. Actually, it's
Another thing to
And
note
nothing-
for the drawers at home is that when you're dealing with stem tetrapods like this, 9 out of 10 times you're going to be drawing them in water. These are not often terrestrial organisms.
I'm drawing it in the middle of the desert because
No.
it doesn't have semi-permeable skin.
He's gonna
Damn,
die.
owned.
Hashtag owned.
I mean,
Hashtag
they
mogged.
all died eventually, so I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who cares
I wouldn't-
anyway?
I wouldn't think it's too out of that to put them at least somewhat terrestrial environments, given their preferences.
Yeah. But also like the saying like, hey, this environment is ephemeral. You can't just not come into contact with the land at some point. It's hard to avoid.
I mean, perhaps they just went dormant.
Maybe that went dormant or like migrated
flew.
off, like up little creeks into areas where there was water. Who knows?
Bro just said they flew.
Or maybe they
Yes
were
or
like
no?
like crocodiles and hippos. They like came together in like the last watering holes until the rains returned.
I guess we'll know if we'll find them in like Argentina or whatever.
Right.
True,
Oh, nice
true.
sweet cemetery.
Thank you very
Or
much,
somebody.
by the
I mean,
way.
I mean, if it's well enough preserved, maybe you could get some isotopes out of these teeth.
What? For real?
Also, with how the jaw is, it makes me wonder if the upper portion of the skull would even look like that.
Yeah, I mean, what you see here in the skull reconstruction is extremely generic.
Uh-huh.
I could see like this guy being way weirder up there than we currently imagine. As just, yeah. Also,
Well,
I feel like this whole motion was like when opening the jaw and rotating inward, I feel like that might actually, that could cause some suction.
That's what I was thinking when I saw that. Like, it looks almost vacuous.
It's also relatively short and stout jaw, so yeah,
You look vacuuming.
I think the
sucking in
I
algae.
think what this
or other stuff.
specimen is showing us is that
I mean, this
there's a strong case for Brazilian collections and hashtag support Brazilian collections.
Yeah. Maybe there is already stuff out there in some collections. We're just waiting. With more material from this guy.
no on the suction thing that could be used to eat like small invertebrates because the paper also says it could be used to like insectivory.
Mm-hmm. I think I have something in mind I want to do with this guy. I think we just start and see where it takes us. Okay. Grabbing the timer. When it comes to the postcranial anatomy of this guy, we have no idea. Go a little bit wild. Vaguely amphibian, reptilian, somewhat looking. But, yeah.
You can depict it behind some like water plants if you want.
True.
Or you could
Although, like-
the Buffet. What's the name of the closest relatives of this thing? Buffeted? Yeah, those.
That includes animals like Loxoma or Loxama and Baphites itself. Things like that.
Okay, let's start with this beautiful new creature. In 1, 2, 3, go.
Ooh, mama. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a hard one to reconstruct. I admit I continued on with my Ornitholestes a little during the discussion because I just couldn't help but try to just flush it out of my head before moving on. But anyway. Not yet. This thing's gonna be fun.
A lot of stem tetrapods you get are like very odd. They'll have features that just you do not see anywhere, like conventionally anymore.
I concur. This is one of those where I'm like, I would want to reconstruct it, but the paucity of the material kind of makes me pause a little.
And I'm just, fuck it, we
Actually,
ball.
You know what? No, you know what? I no, it's not cool to be a coward. It's not cool to be a coward. I know what I'll do. I know just the perfect space for this thing. Oh my goodness. You know what, guys? You know what, guys? You know what, folks?
Philo, I feel offended. I am a cool person despite being a coward. How dare you?
Damn, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. Anyway, I realized what I must do. I realized what my destiny is. This thing is gonna be fun. It will be fun, and I know just what to do. One diagram certainly helped in this regard. And it's just a sketch. It's just a sketch. I'm not making a masterpiece for a royal court or something like that. I don't know.
Well, shame's on you. I'm doing it.
Oh well. This thing is going to be fun. Let's see. And
Miguel, if I remember
Well,
correctly,
anyway.
you guys killed your last emperor?
No. That was the French. We just sent him to France after the revolution.
Oh.
I don't know what's worse.
Brazilian history is something else. I gotta look more into it. I only recently learned about the forgot what language it was, but it was a language that was
Guarani.
not Guarani. It was another language that was used by sort of as across natives that was sort of made by what was it, the settlers,
Jesuits.
and also adopted by it was something that was started by the Jesuits, and it was also used by the African slaves. I forgot what it was called though. I saw a YouTube short on it recently. One of those linguistics YouTubers.
I also don't remember what the name is, but I think it was like a hybrid from the.
Yeah, and then it was basically suppressed. It was suppressed by the whoever it was
The Catholics.
back over in Portugal. Yeah, well, because they said it was demonic. They don't let anything fun happen.
Yeah, it's the Catholic Church.
Oh, well, this thing is gonna be fun.
No one expects the Catholic Church.
All right.
The bad thing, I think,
fun with this
basically everyone does at this point.
I was gonna say something random, but I forgot.
Don't we all
Oh,
say
yeah.
anything random? Oh.
Yeah, just remember, we did not kill the emperor, but we did kill a bunch of leftist guys who were trying to expose the government. That should count for something.
True, that
You're,
happens.
you're in Latin America. Who hasn't done that in Latin America?
Speaking of Latin American shebang, whatever. How's it going over in Milelandia?
What was it, Noise?
Does that answer your question?
What I asked was, how's it going over in Milelandia? I honestly could just ask my relatives over there about this. What? So
There's me.
Milei left for the United States a few hours ago, so like that should give you an
Hours?
idea.
Guys, get the codes. We're gonna blow up the plane.
whoa.
Slow your roll there, cowboy.
Yeah. Hold on now. Don't reveal the grand plan.
I mean, the latest controversy here is over Lionel Messi. So
Oh, I don't know anything about the soccer player.
yes,
Is he Argentinian?
Yeah,
yes.
he's like one of the
Facebook.
most well-known. He's like one of the most well-known Argentine people ever, I think, aside from like Eva Perón.
I mean, he's up there with like Pope Francis.
Oh yeah, that
somehow
too. I
Eva
forgot he's
Perón, which,
Argentine.
like, she's somehow more famous outside of Argentina than her husband. And like maybe not so much now, but back then Maradona, another soccer player.
I think you'd understand the popularity she's received from a play by Andrew Lloyd. What is it? Andrew Lloyd Webber. Forgot what his name is precisely.
Yep.
Is anyone from this country not a? Is anyone from this country not a football player who's also famous?
I mean, the Pope, the former Pope.
Well, hey, who's to say he wasn't balling?
He was like when he was young. He was a bouncer at a club, a nightclub in Buenos
That's
Aires.
right. Yeah, after he passed, I saw a couple of photos of him when he was younger. How he looked. It was crazy. I
Was
didn't know
he
that side of
fit
him.
though? Was he handsome?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Why
Let
would
me
you
find
care,
out.
Miguel? Why would you care?
Let me find you.
Look, I have a time machine.
picture. Here, I'll send you a
This is fun. It's so
And
fun.
then, Miguel,
Actually,
and then.
alert subtext.
I take
It's
back my
polarized, but
what is it? I take back my my hesitations earlier. I am 100% behind this animal now.
What, the Catholic Church or the... Oh, Tanik, okay.
No, the Catholic Church is not an animal.
Just
No
behaves like
anymore,
one
isn't it?
sometimes.
What are these teeth though? Okay, I actually don't understand how the teeth work in this mandible. What the frick are we looking at? Okay, so no, that's not it. No, I want to see what this thing looks like outside, or whatever. God, those teeth are nasty. So okay, so it's just got like little stumpy teeth, or are they pointy? I can't actually tell.
it,
They're
They're
like
pointy.
it has
flattened.
like big round teeth on like where you would expect to have teeth, but then in the inside of the mouth, it has a lot of very small, somewhat blunt teeth.
Yeah.
Philo, imagine if your gums were wider on the inside and there's a bunch of teeth inside of it. That's it.
Scary concept, but I accept it, I guess.
And also imagine every time you open your mouth, you dislocate your jaw like a fucking snake. That's about it.
All right. Well, this reconstruction isn't going to be like clear. I'm intentionally obscuring aspects of it. I've been trying to do like conservative reconstructions without them being like dumb looking. I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to not make yours dumb?
Well, okay. What I should say is, whenever I attempt to do conservative reconstructions of prehistoric animals, I always try to do it in a creative way that doesn't, you know, I don't know how to say. I did something recently. I did something recently with Oikaceratops, which I haven't posted on here, but actually, anyone who follows me on Instagram probably has seen it already. So.
This is where my tax money is going to. Oh, shame.
You talking about me?
Dude, you should make them silly.
I had fun with what I did with Oikaceratops.
But did you have fun? Like the time of your
I
life?
did have fun with it. I did have the time of my life. Absolutely, positively.
Would you marry?
Would I what?
Would you marry Oikaceratops?
I don't know if I'd marry Oikaceratops. It's a little on the small side. And it's I don't know.
8
I don't
minutes.
think there would be much to talk about.
How many minutes?
8.
8 minutes.
Okay.
So I was looking at since it's from Guarani, the original word. I'm not sure I will get the nasal vowel right because Spanish doesn't have nasal vowels, but it
Wait,
would
did it?
be pronounced more like Tanika.
Tanika?
You mean
Yeah.
tanicon? Like all is in
I
like
mean,
the French sort of
it's
all,
a
or...
it's a nasal A.
Yeah, so like in French. Like it's
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
nasalized. It's like tanicon. As opposed to
I'm not sure.
Danico.
Maybe I don't know how it's in Portuguese with the nasal.
Tanican.
Yeah,
Danico.
that sounds right.
Danico.
Danico.
But
I mean, it's
the
biased.
actual name is just Tanica. So like
Honestly, I'm also surprised. I'm surprised that you guys don't have nasal. I remember my Spanish teacher like doing the thing.
nope, we
The thing.
Miguel, do the thing.
don't have. Like it's a very not notable thing that Spanish speakers struggle a bit more with Portuguese because Portuguese have more sounds in general than Spanish.
Wait,
Yeah, I know when I first tried vocalizing a couple of words that I had, well, like a couple of locality names or whatever from Portuguese to some Brazilian people in BC on here, they thought it was funny that I was saying it like they were Spanish words. I was like, I don't know these.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
famously, apparently people struggle when they want to ask for bread in Portuguese because not nasalizing
Bol.
the vowel has terrible consequences.
I mean, okay, is it? I think I know how to pronounce it. Is it bol? Or
Diga pau de queijo. No, I meant
I
to say.
like bol de
say-
queijo.
Huh?
I like bol de queijo. It's delicious. I'm just your
Uh,
I'm just your clown, aren't I?
I mean,
Yes.
it's just that like using the wrong vowel there goes from meaning bread to being a euphemism for a particular body part.
Wow, that's not very nice.
Also, in Italiano, can you pronounce this what I just wrote?
Let me check. I'm not sure if I will get the vowels right. So, extraño would be my guess, but probably not.
Captain Trollu, just go with 5 for back and forth.
That was actually very good.
I would say for the sake of your sanity, I don't think I could properly say anything in Portuguese.
My sanity, mate. I do.
Do you mean for you're taking away his entertainment?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's difficult to think about that, but I don't know. I do know there's like there's a couple things I've picked up on. Like, for example, I have so much disgust about just the way R's are implemented. I cannot wrap my head around it.
Look, I know it's weird and fucked up when you look from an outside perspective, but on another hand, what the fuck? From my perspective, you people just pronounce it wrong.
I mean, at least it sounds nice, but it's not nice when we have to do it, you know.
Well,
You
so-
understand? You dig?
Yeah, I do. If it serves as consolation, we all hate trying to learn English.
I mean, I know there's a lot of silly things with the English language, so I don't particularly care about it.
A lot is an understatement.
Consistency? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like it's a regular problem for
The only
native
thing
English
that's consistent
speakers.
in English is that it's
to-
inconsistent.
They like it's a regular problem for native English speakers to not know how to pronounce a new word. That just doesn't happen in other languages. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in any other language, but like most of them do not have that issue.
Petit, could you
I'm curious. Do you have that issue in Spanish where there's words that are written that people will say aloud and not know like how to properly pronounce?
No.
Like, okay, because like I'm thinking of like a common one is like people don't know how to say rhinoceros correctly and will say rhinoceros.
No. There's in Spanish there's only one way to pronounce every word.
That's crazy. No, I just mean like how whenever you read something, but you only read it, but I've never really heard it said out loud, so you just kind of make up your own.
Spanish has very consistent tense rules. Stress rules. When you stress something, it's always very consistent. Unlike English, which obviously we take a bunch of stuff from other languages with different tense systems, which is the reason why people will say rhinoceros, but then they don't realize it's rhinoceros.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why there are so many.
Little did they know they're saying the original name for Tylosaurus.
One minute.
No, Rhinoceros is the original name given to Tylosaurus by Marsh, but it was preoccupied. I forget by what, and so then it was given the name of Ramphosaurus by Cope. Like a year later, and then Marsh is like, that's also preoccupied, and so then he gave it the name of Tylosaurus.
And all was well in the world.
Yeah, it's one of those funny situations where it's like, oops, that name is also preoccupied. Gotta rename it again. Ankylosaurus also had the same problem. It was originally named Megadactylus by Hitchcock in 1865, and then sometime I forget when it was given a new name of Amphisaurus by Marsh.
I believe he found time to name animals in between directing movies.
It's a miracle.
Well, Hitchcock was more so known for fossil footprints.
It's time to post.
Yeah. Amphisaurus
Mike.
is also preoccupied,
God.
so it had to be replaced with Ankylosaurus.
Whatever I did here looks like ass.
Sucked. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Joshua.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It looks like one of your kind.
Interesting.
All right, I think I had a little fun with this one. This thing is kind of horrific, just in general. But you know what? It's all right. I'll live.
It didn't.
Oh, you know what? No, I do need to fix the nostrils on this thing. I was following the diagram way too closely. Oh, I forgot this thing is a contemporary of Prionosuchus. Right, is that? I hope it is. That'd be crazy.
Same information at least.
Wait, is that a what? Yep.
I wish I had better remains of Prionosuchus. It's a cool animal.
What do you mean? Aren't the remains good enough?
Says isn't much.
I don't know about you, but from my perspective, seeing at all the Brazilian stuff, this is like gold for me. I don't know, maybe I'm just too used to shitty specimens, but yeah.
Wow.
Look, not all of us have a fucking what's the name of it? Burger shell in our garden. We have to make what it's due with the fuck. What's the saying?
You have to make do.
Yeah, you got the cat, the hat.
You have to
You
make
gotta make it do.
Brazilians make do.
What if they make Mountain Dew?
We don't sell those, yeah. Oh, is it time
You
to
don't?
post?
Yes, I said so.
time to
didn't get the
post
time.
like for 3 minutes.
Oh shit.
Also, wait, you mean to tell me Brazilians haven't been bestowed the beautiful green nectar of Mountain Dew?
Thankfully.
You have cocaine.
Where are
That's
you
going
going
up.
with this?
I'm not that poetic. I just like Mountain Dew.
Disgusting.
You like the bloody
Yeah.
Me6 with tacos?
Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll take it. I can take it on the chin. I don't know. It's
You can take it on the chin, Mike. That's what?
it means I can
No,
I can accept it.
No. You just said you would fist fight me. I accept the challenge. Meet me at midnight.
What? No, I didn't say that. Man, this sucks. All right. Well, I just tweaked my.
Oh my god! I just realized this guy is Mew maxing.
We're talking. You mean like because it's got funny little cheekbones? Well, not cheekbones, but it's got funny little projections on its mandible.
Oh my fucking god! What if that sexual display on those things would be colorful?
Who knows? Yeah, this thing is just fun to.
I guess
Kinda
that would
fun to
depend
reconstruct.
on their vision. Like, would they have good vision or not?
I think the last time. Oh my god, I can hear myself. I don't like that. I think the last time I'd ever been like completely weirded out by like this sort of anatomy and a. Well, actually, that's a. I don't know what Nishirpatin is, but I remember being very struck by it when I was about 8 years old. Thought that was very strange.
What
It looks
animal?
like that.
What animal?
Nishirpatin reclassi. It's a I need to look this up actually. I think it is a temnospondyle actually.
It is.
Yeah. Nishirpatin is a it's a temnospondyle from the Upper Permian of Niger.
Quite large fella, triangular skull.
Oh my god! The
Flat-headed.
motherfucker with the teeth through the jaw.
Yeah, it's one of these.
It's something that a couple animals do. It's like an uglier Mastodonsaurus. I say this with love, by the way. I love Nishirpatin, and I also love Mastodonsaurus. Mastodonsaurus came first in my life, though, so I love it a little more. And I first knew of it from that perennially hilarious-looking sculpture over at the American Museum of Natural History that was featured prominently in a DK book, where I thought it looked like the funniest darn thing ever. I'm sure people will concur on this. If not, there will be serious consequences.
Post a photo of it and we shall concur or not.
I think it's fairly well known, but where should I post it for those curious enough? Trying to find a good angle of it too that shows it in its glory, because this thing is absolutely freaking hilarious.
Okay, let's have a look at what people posted so I can see something else than some shitty one I made. Horrible creature. Starting with Axo, who did this little guy just driving there in murky waters in the deep blue. I doubt it would be so blue and deep, considering these are ephemeral lake systems we are looking at here. It's probably pretty shallow and with lots of light. Unless, of course, this is like a like image at night, which could work. I would not necessarily make the forelimbs so spindly, but then again, we have no other material but this one jaw there, so yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Next, Tanica by Agenius with his beautiful loaf. Look at him. Look at him go. He's just so loafy. So doughy. Absolute creature. Excellent. Next, we have a epic rubber fruit reference. What? I'm looking at this. I'm mostly thinking, a Tanica? There is a Tanica! But, that works too. Okay, next. Frontal view image by Laurie here. With this little guy just vibing. Looking all smug into the camera and showing off its tooth batteries. Beautiful. After that, Screen the Goo. Title is Poop from the Butt. I expect poop to come from there. So, yeah, I'm not sure what you want to tell us with that. Screen, I expect some elaborations. Very nice. After that, Captain Trululu with number 3 here added to the piece overall. Just vibing. Actually, how big is this guy? How big is the jaw? I didn't scale it at any point. Is it saying here 20 millimeters?
I believe it's around 17 meters, not 17 centimeters.
17 meters. Oh my
meters.
god!
Yeah, what a big creature.
I think Captain Trululu, you made it a little bit large, unless you are very small, or the character in here that you put in. Otherwise, though, looks pretty nice. Very nicely stylized. After that, clearly Moss with they have here our first Prionosuchus coming out of the water, slashing out this Tanica like a gummy bear. I think.
Yeah, I just checked.
We
17.2 centimeters in length. Average.
Okay. I think Tanica we can't tell that much on because it's so blurred out. On the Prionosuchus, I would say put the eyes more forward. It's not a crocodilian. These guys are weird. Then Herbertus with this little guy in frontal view. Very cute, very nice. What an absolute goober, as it should. Then Psycat with Tanica here, eating some water plants. Nice. Lost in the slop. I feel like the body looks a little bit too much like a Rheops. But then again, we don't know how it looked. Really, we have nothing from it. But I really like the pattern here, and overall coloration. Nice stuff. Then Enteriano with another frontal view goober, being an absolute goober as it should be. Very nice. And then oh my God, there's Raven coming in with this Tanica just sloshing around at amazing speeds with an interestingly long tail. Very cool. Love the cross pupilled eyes here. Nice. Actually, let's have a look. Nope, no hand raised. Very nice. And then there's Walnut with another half portrait. Tease here some battle damage. I see. It's like partially coming out. The whole thing here. Skin peeled back and stuff. That looks painful. Oh boy. But yeah, very cool idea. looks a little bit like it's partially sunken into some mud. And we have Roman with one of these guys laying on the shore at dusk. Very cool. The skull, it looks so gooberish. Looks a bit like a Gungan. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And then one and only with Poggers. My god, they're bringing the hobbits to Poggersdorf. Yeah, looks good. I think I would put the eyes a little bit further forward or a little bit more up on the skull. In these guys, usually the eyes are pretty much on top of the skull. Not so much sideways facing away from it. So like more up here. But no, otherwise very, very cool. Also maybe making the head a little bit wider. Looks a bit long right now. Like look, yes, we have only that one jaw, but if you like duplicate it and like mirror it, you get an idea for the rough outline of the lower jaw, which gives you in turn idea for the width and length of the skull. Next, Brontosaur. Companion piece to Moth. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. Tamika sitting on the snoot of a Prionosuchus in the very foreground. Is it slightly inspired potentially by a certain photo of Sarcosuchus skull? Who can tell? After that, he needs to be silenced. With a very long Tanika here. Look at it go. Nice. I think the skull, like in this view here, looks a little bit thin. I think you would probably see like a little bit more of the cheek on the other side. But yeah, no. Fun little portrait. Then Acrosaurosaurus. Oh my god. It's kind of cursed. Oh god. Oh, all these teeth. Oh my god. Oh boy. Very fun. Nice. And then Placa out to the world. Fascinating. Thank you, Miguel. Very cool. Excellent. And then Velociraptor with Stanica just vibing in the green. It is very green indeed. Nice stuff. Also like with some visible potential like sensory canals here. Ooh, can tell. Wiesvein. I do not know. Well, none of us know, so it's fine. I think I would have made the skull like proportionally a little bit smaller, but otherwise, yep, could be. What did you wanted to say? Or not? Okay, and Octolus with just this guy with a bunch of algae or particles floating around, just vibing, figuring out what to do, waiting for the algae mats to return to feast on them. Nice. And there's Petite with a much better version of what I had roughly in mind. I love how the jaw is slightly misdisplaced. Oh god. Oh, it looks so goofy. Very nice. And Costco with this little Tamika floating around. I think the jaw is a little bit too U-shaped. It would be a little bit more triangular when you look at it from above. But yeah, no, otherwise it's all there. Nice stuff. Then for color inspiration, Ultra Loser coming in here with a very, very typical early tetrapod vibe creature floating to the surface to take a sip of air. Nicely done. Love a little composition. And then, ooh, a portrait by Casual Soap Muncher. I love the vibes of this. Very cool. Gives me a little bit of CM Kosuman vibes. Overall, nice with a burning red eyes, deep purple. Very cool. And there's Average Bear with a little portrait. I tried to make it cinematic. Yeah, it has something cinematic to it. I think I would make the skull a bit different shaped. The eye is not that far back. There would need to be room for jaw muscles and stuff like that. Looks a little bit too stereotypically theropodish because of that. But no, otherwise, nice stuff. Oh, and I wouldn't give it such a long neck. These guys don't have that much of a neck. There aren't many cervicals. They have Petite with a finished Megamastax, and there's Aberrantologist with this beautiful goober. Look at him go. Very cool. I would like to remake my guy here completely, but Sunday, hopefully. And then there's Sleepy T-Rex. With this little guy just coming out of the water by the looks of it. Joined last minute. It works. You have the basic shapes in there. Good enough. Forgot the nostrils. It happens to me at least once a week. I forgot my abdomen. Yes, Petite. I think you should rub it to bring it back.
Well, with all that done,
Like a genie.
I'm going
lamp.
to head out now.
See you, Walnut.
Planet STEM
see you.
Tetrapod is saved, and I can go. Farewell to all.
See you.
All is well in the
Lost
world.
Yeah.
industry.
Not.
And with that, it brings us to the last creature of the night, Eosteus.
Oh god, another fish.
It's once again fishing time. Newly described creature. Road from Hell was quicker. Do we have some nice close-ups here?
They don't call him Road Hero from for nothing.
Also. Wait, sorry, dude. Okay. There's a dorsal view. Just give me a second. Gosh. What is
What the hell did you
Yeah.
see, Petite?
Anyway, this guy is
Three materials.
so far the
There's dorsal view.
oldest known. Oh, nice. The oldest known articulated bony fish that we have. Which is why it was also in nature. And
Yeah, it's an animal. They are in nature.
I mean the paper as a journal, but yes.
When you say articulated, do you mean the jaw or something else?
No, that's the fossil is articulated.
The whole animal. Literally the whole animal.
Yeah,
Well,
with just
bits and
except for a few
pieces,
bones,
but
the whole
for
thing
the
is there.
most part we have the thing. Yeah.
Which also means we have a lot of information on its anatomy, including its many, many scales, which are like little bony rods all over the body, which is a horrible sight. It's like the tiny, narrow, bony shingles that cover everything. But yeah, and then you have your more normal rhombic scales on the tail end. It's weird. On top of that, these big plates on the back and like also razor quite heavily ossified skull and stuff. Big fin spines everywhere. JW said that when it was published that this guy would be potentially similar in its fin morphology to what we see in old reconstructions of Acanthodians. So that you actually have like...
Which means basically nothing to like most people here.
To most people, which is why I wanted to explain it, Petit. Which is you have like the spine basically acting like a mast for a lobe there with a simple skinny lobe to connect to the rest of the body. So you have little sails basically. Except for the pectorals by the looks of it, because this is not really a fin spine. What you see is this is like fused to the gill apparatus, like this wool thing here, like that's or
And I wrote
the
the pelvic fins as well.
yeah. They are more disconnected from the fin pairs here, which is interesting. Also, like the fin, the pelvic fin spine here is big and beefy. Damn. But yeah, that's Eosteus, a funky
Fish
little
really
guy.
be doing whatever.
Whatever, yeah. But also, like, it's like compared to what modern day fish do, it's super normal. In a way.
Yeah, I guess. I think like it's weird in a very different way to what modern fish do.
It's
No, it's very
it's weird in how normal it is. Yeah, one could say. It is certainly a bizarre creature to what we usually draw. But the devil is in the details.
Sleepy T-Rex, you're asking for how big it is. You can see what the figure posted by Roadrunner from Hell has a scale bar. You can see it's not very big. The scale bar is 2 millimeters long.
Yeah, like the skull would be like what, 4 millimeters? With gills,
Yeah.
probably like 6
Yeah,
or
6 or
7.
Or 7.
Beat you to it.
I knew it.
No, probably actually more like 5, but yeah. Actually, no. When you measure from like snoot tip down to like operculum, is probably more like 6. But it's this tiny guy, just a few centimeters. Actually, I don't know what else was published from here so far. I think it was one of these localities where we don't have that much yet. Middle Devonian. Early Silurian. Chongqing Lagerstätte. Does this have a Wikipedia page already? Oh. There is something on... There is a list on Wikipedia of things.
This would be a lagoon.
Yeah, no, I'm just like,
Traditionally
I came across something very unfortunate when I googled the locality. And,
What did you Google?
human rights violations.
Oh, never mind then.
See.
Yep. Oh, it looks, by the looks of it, I'm just looking on images from fossils from here. There is some funky stuff. Some jawless fish. Some. Looks like we have Eurypterids here. And so on. Yeah, but yeah, shallow lagoon. Oops. Here two more creatures that there were described from here. I'm not sure what to go do with this. Anyway, we will start in a second. I will quickly get something to drink and do a little bit of stretches. Posture check, everyone, and hydration check. And then we will jump into this last drawing for tonight.
Good opportunity to finish my sandwich.
Jokes on Joshua. I am lying down and drinking disinfectant.
I would not do that. Alex, what the fuck are you saying in our talk text?
What? Fucked up shit? Where?
Look in our talk text.
Gloop, gloop, gloop. What?
No, what Higo needs to be silenced said.
What?
But it said goon sounds like lagoon. Thank you, Higo needs to be silenced.
Lagoon. They're cute too, huh? Entrariano, I'm bored. Let's cause chaos.
Okay. Alex, you already posted that. Why are you reposting the fucking Java the Hutt son? He looks so stupid. Ah.
Okay. I hope everybody stretched and took a sip of water or something similar. Something that includes water. Do. Okay. Everybody ready?
I think I am.
I'm certainly not. But that never stopped me. Okay. Let us start with Eostius. In 1, 2, 3, go.
You see, on the one hand, obviously it's amazing to have fish this old preserved this well, but on the other hand, it does make it harder, like, to reconstruct, because like when you don't know what you're doing, because you don't have the leeway of, well, we don't know
Yeah.
what it looked like.
Yeah. Let's put this into a tight pool-like situation.
Time check.
15 minutes. Haven't started on the fish yet. God damn.
experiencing the petite struggle.
I feel like that's more of a JW thing.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's more of a
True.
JW struggle than a me struggle. I usually am stuck drawing the animal.
True, true.
Ah, I made the eye a little bit too far down. Too far up, I mean. That's better. Now let's give it some white cheeks.
Hi. Time check.
10 minutes, 40 seconds.
Not finishing this in time, and I'm only drawing one thing.
Oh boy. Ja, Findus. Ja. Cat alert.
What does the cat want?
It made me aware of its presence.
I see.
Probably also with the intent to get some treats. And is usually the case around this time. Seven minutes, 50 seconds. Yeah, much happier with this one so far than the last. So far. I think I made the tail a bit long. 4 minutes.
Okay, not bad.
Can I have a time check?
2 minutes 20 seconds.
Oh, kill me. Oh my god.
You can do it. Fifty seconds. And there it is. Time to post. The Dark Balar. I use indeed a drawing tablet, but not Krita. Instead, GIMP. late answer, but on YouTube, QQ Disaster, adorable stem frog, I assume. Not a stem frog. This guy here, Tanika, is way older than all frogs, and not even an amphibian. It's more basal than frogs or reptiles. Unfortunately, we have only the lower jaw. What time is it? I'm very glad that I did not take part in the drinking game some guys had earlier while watching the dinosaurs.
Okay.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of bottles that went down the drain. Okay. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to stream. Let's have a look what people posted. Starting with EXO. Forgot he was a shallow dweller. I mean, that looks pretty shallow to me. I think that's fine. Let me open here skeletal again on the side so we can compare. Boop with the goober. Does this work? Yes. Okay. I think the snoot looks a little. Maybe it's like the perspective not quite working, but it looks a little bit too pointy right now. Could be more broad at the front. It looks a bit sharky in the moment. And no, otherwise, pretty good. Nice stuff. Next, we have Rotor from Hell. Putting the bone in Dawnbone. Oh, Rotor from Hell. It's unlikely that these guys would have had external genitalia. Sorry to tell you. And if so, probably not this big. Fish are rather modest when it comes to this. Okay, next, Sleepy T-Rex. Trying something life-sized here. Oh boy, I think you made it a little bit too small though. like the wool, like the head in your case here is like 3 millimeters long, but when you look at the skeletal bar, it's like double the length. So the wool thing would also be probably double the length of what you have here. Other than that,
It's not very big, but
I think it's pretty close. Again, I think the snoot looks a little bit too pointy there, and the eyes would be a little more forward on the skull. But other than that, yep, that's Eosteus. A genius coming in with the usual line drawing. Very nice indeed. I think I would have made the pectorals maybe slightly larger, but otherwise, yep, that's pretty good. And we have a wool school of Eosteus by Velociraptor here, just schooling around, being educated by mid-Silurian currents or whatever. Yep. Nicely done, also with inclusion of the big scales and stuff. Next, we have Captain Trululu, finally having all of them collected here in one piece. I think, again, the snoot here looks a little bit like the eyes are positioned nicely, but when you look at the wool, profile of the head from above, you see it's like little less triangular than what you have in your thing here. It could be a little bit wider, I would say. But otherwise looks pretty good. Also, like with all the scales there. Then Sleepy T-Rex, like with all of them together. Then we have Antoriano. There it is. Which the little brown orangey guy, just vibing around, being all handsome and stuff. Yep. That's basically Eosteus. Works for me. Pretty good. And then, interesting one, Raven. I love the big white scales. It has some sturgeon vibes to it, which I very much appreciate. Very cool. Nice stuff. Not quite sure about the shape of the snoot here at the front. Looks a bit sperm whale-like, honestly, like a little bit like a dwarf sperm whale. But no, that's very good indeed. Oh, and you would probably see the pelvic fin spines here at the back, a little bit more forward. If these are the fin spines, I would probably a little bit more forward here. But yeah. Then, one and only, with a whole bunch of them. Excellent cartoony depiction of them. Very, very nicely done. I think the head is a little bit large, maybe, even if we take like cartoony logic to it all, and a little bit wide, but good. I have to give it props for making the head properly, slightly flattened, shaped at the front. Very good. Then Acrosaurus. It's indeed a little bit elongated, I would say, but the basics are there. The head could be like a little deeper. Like if you like scrunch the whole thing digitally like together, I think you're basically there. Yep. And then Mega Mastax. What? Alex, these guys did not live together. You were not here for that, but we established. They have, sometimes they share the same press release, but they actually did not live together. Very fun frontal view portrait nonetheless. And then we have Roman with his goober. Very, very nice. Liking what you did here with the shading on the big scales on the head and stuff. And good counter shading. Then we have Wieswein. Ooh, I love the vibes. Oh, that is so nice with the silhouetted ones a little bit further in the back and stuff. Mwah. Very cool. And like the ripples on the water surface on top. So good. So good. Then, Average Bear coming in with a portrait, side-eyeing us here. I think the eye could be a little bit more forward, and the nose a little bit steeper, like the underside here. But other than that, yep, that's Eosteus. Also a little update here on our little stem tetrapod. Yeah, I think getting better. Although again, like I would put the eye further forward. I think that's more early tetrapodish than Costco, who locked in indeed. I think the eye looks a little bit weird, not quite fishy. Have a look just online at some fish eyes. They have a very particular look to them. But otherwise, this looks pretty good, I would say. Also that the eyes are like nice and low on the head and stuff. I would make the fin spines a little bit more prominent, a little bit more separate from the fin, at least here on the pectoral and pelvic fins, and maybe the lower jaw slightly deeper. But no, otherwise that's very nice indeed. Then we have Sorops. Did not re-upload the Tanica yet, but we have Eosteus being fished once again here. And on the other side, Allosaurus facing off against an Ornitholestes by the looks of it. Very cool. Then another lovely depiction of Eosteus by Ultralucer. Very cool. Again, I'm loving the wool atmosphere. Yes, it might be a little bit swampy, but you can just pretend there's like the currents have like put a lot of particles into the water. Can happen. Or like it's like a shallow lagoon with lots of with an algal bloom going on or something like that. Okay, then Octolus. Ooh, getting very colorful here with the purples and yellows, and some weird effect going on here. It's jittering. Maybe it drank too much coffee. Who knows? Or moving at high velocity. A very cute little fella. And there is finally, last but not least, by Petite. Work in progress on Eosteus. I think it looks pretty good. I like it. Lovely low eyes there. Telescoping at potential prey items. Very cool. Oh, actually, no. Not last but not least, because there is still Aberrantologist here. Beach Ball Galaxy. What? With this little guy. Just vibing. I would maybe give it a shadow there on the seabed. That would work really well, but otherwise, very cool. What a goober. Indeed. Little blue sausage. Okay. Minimizing the chat. Zooming out. And opening the folder, because let's have a look as last order of tonight at the taxa we covered once again. By the way, for people who don't know, tomorrow at where is it? It's already Saturday over here, but still, in just a few hours, basically, we'll have a stream covering the Wadi al-Hitam, better known to many as Valley of the Whales. We will have a look at the home of stuff like Basilosaurus and many other creatures from there. Oops, I opened it as separate images. Anyway, I think we have it. Yeah. We started tonight with Megamastax, fascinating, quite large fish from the Silurian that just a few days ago got new skull material described, which makes it even weirder than we already thought. After that, we had a look at Ornitholestes, relatively complete but still quite mysterious small theropod from the late Jurassic of North America. Followed was this by Tanica, a new, very weird basal tetrapod from the early Permian of Brazil that could have been herbivorous based on what we have, with some really interesting jaw mechanics. And last but not least, we looked at one of the earliest articulated bony fish from the early Silurian of China. Once again, Eosteus, tiny guy with weird scales and interesting eye position. Okay, this would be everything for tonight, guys. Thank you all for being here, and see you potentially tomorrow when we go once again to Egypt. We are on a run when it comes to African sites in the moment. Okay, good night, everyone, and bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.